Amanda the Adventurer is a game that has been blowing up all over YouTube, and for really good reason. The game turns a kid's show into a terrifying horror. The game is also really quick, it's like 3 to 4 minutes, but it packs in a lot of content, and a lot of them you can't even see at normal speed. So that's why I went over the game frame by frame to show you guys all the secrets, starting from the beginning screen that you probably could have seen maybe a little bit, but it's only like 1 or 2 frames. It's really fast. So here is the screenshot of it. We have a scary monster lady kind of thing, and I think that might be the true form, or at least one of the true form of Amanda. Then we have this, which looks like maybe 2 white walls or something like that, and then some corners. It's still white, and it goes more blurry, same image, more blurry and even more blurry. And for some reason this is the one clear image. It looks like the corner of a room with some white walls. And these images will go on repeat over and over. These buttons don't do anything. You will be tempted to use them later on after the first episode, which I'll show later.
Hi, I'm Amanda.
And I'm Wooly.
And I love apples. Do you like apples?
This is like Dora the Explorer, where you answer her, but she actually waits and you can type it in because it is a game after all. But it doesn't really matter what you type at the on the first one.
I'm allergic to apples.
That's okay. You should never be afraid to try something new.
But we don't even know where the store is.
Do you know where the store is?
And right there, she just glossed over they both glossed over something really big. Wooly says he's allergic to apples, so he could potentially die if he eats an apple. So she doesn't care about him at all, even though he should be her sidekick or partner or friend or whatever. So I get the feeling here that she doesn't care about anything. If you click the wrong place, like the swing,
Do you know where the store is?
she doesn't take that answer. She just kind of ignores it.
Do you know where the store is?
If you're wrong too many times, she gets angry and faces the stuff out of existence. And there's nothing else you can click. Now you have to click the store.
Yeah, that's right. Let's go. We're at the store.
It sure looks crowded. Bah.
And look, there are apples. Can you see apples?
And I've seen no one point this out, but the sheep says it looks crowded when there's literally no one there besides them. And now, for the, I think, 3rd time, she's asking you to do something. This time, typing in apples. This is similar to Dora the Explorer, but at the end of all of this, she tells you to do something really bad that you shouldn't do. Right now, she's trying to get you to do small things, like typing apples, which I'm not gonna type. Again,
Apple.
no. But on the 3rd one, she basically forces you, because I'm not typing apples, I'm typing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Good job. Now we can make apple pie.
And that was just the end of the video, or so you think. But there was a secret message hidden in there. And unless you go frame by frame, which I did, you cannot see it. It looks like credits at first, but then in different text and size, it says turn, edited by, which doesn't make sense, so it's just turn, and then the TV, which is also kind of by itself. Turn the TV off. And then now, Alvin McSpanky's now. Turn the TV off now. And then the episode ends. And if you click the red button, nothing happens. None of them really work. So at this point, you're supposed to just walk away, or at least the credit says. And why would the credits say that? I think it's because the show or the producer itself is fighting her, trying to not give her control anymore. And it can only do so through some hidden messages like that. Now we go over to episode 2.
Oh, you. Okay. We don't have much time. Whatever you do, don't.
Hi, everyone. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Wooly.
Today, we're going to get meat for Grandma.
But isn't Grandma a vegetarian?
Can you tell us where the butcher is?
Now, unlike episode 1, Wooly looks very distressed, and at the beginning, he says, whatever you do, don't. And if we tie that back to the credits that we wouldn't normally be able to see, we can guess that he's telling us to not keep watching the show, not listen to Amanda, don't do anything Amanda is saying, just walk away. And she wants to get meat for Grandma, but Grandma's a vegetarian, so obviously she's not getting meat for Grandma. And the weird things on the ground, it could just be trash, but it looks like blood because it's red, and that could be body. Now, if you get the right answer right away, the same thing happens. She still phases the stuff she doesn't like out of existence.
Can you tell the meat man what we need?
Wooly says don't, and I think at this point he's saying don't, stop answering her, stop interacting with her, just walk away. And the show even did that, I think, by trying to stop the show itself. It was pausing there for like 2 to 3 seconds, but Amanda overwrote the command and is forcing you to type meat now, which, you know, I'm not going to. I'm gonna type leave.
Can you tell the meat man what we need?
And there we go. We got the white noise again. The show is fighting. Run.
Tell him what we need.
And now she's trying to control the child watching as well by being angry, by shouting. At this point, I think the child is just following along because they're scared or something. Because if I type F-U-C-K,
That's right.
it types meat. And look at how suspicious the butcher is. I think she controls the butcher because the butcher is just another element of the show that she controls. And for some reason, Wooly's the only one she can't control, and that makes her very upset. So she's turning to Wooly, and Wooly flinches back, and the episode ends. What happened to Wooly? Well, once we get to episode 3, we can see he's gone.
It's dark out. Let's go home.
Now, first of all, Wooly is always beside her in the past 2 episodes, except for now. And that looks like a lump of like white, fluffy, could be meat, it could be his wool, but that is probably him, but dead. So I think she went to the butcher just to butcher Wooly and not for, you know, the vegetarian grandma. And she said, let's go home. She doesn't specify whose home. It could be her home, your home, grandma's home. And again, these are the only 2 choices. I've tried everything else. The swing.
Home.
Home.
Point to the house.
Reach the house. Again, all those white things.
Knock on the door.
And now she's really being controlling because she's gotten the child accustomed to doing what she says. So she's just being very blatant and super. She's like in a rush too because the show is like interfering with her, and even Wooly was. And here the options are the window.
I want to go inside.
And the show at this point is really, really trying to stop her. Look at that.
Let me in.
Going rainbow white noise. Now, she said let me in. So this implies that it's not her house. So it's probably your house because she's asking you to let her in or the child in. At this point, it would be good to just walk away. But we'll get click. And she became white static, which implies that she's not there anymore. She's gone. But where did she go? And just like all the other times, I looked this up. A lot of people have tried it, typing in various things that were suggested, but there's no like extra special secret ending. But something that most people could miss out on is that you can actually type more than 5 letters here. So turn off the TV, or you could just keep going. And boom! At first, I didn't even understand what happened. But now that I went over frame by frame, she entered your house into the real world, is what my theory is. And here's all the words if you're curious. It doesn't really spell out anything. And here it is. This is her. We can kind of tell by those ears here. That's like her hair. And then, you know, she's just a creepy monster, which is kind of hinted at with her at the beginning, those frames on the TV. And the walls are white-ish. They do have like you know, some decor, but those flashing images on the TV could be saying that it's your room that she's been, you know, eyeing. So with everything that I found out, but what I think the story is that she's possibly some strange woman or monster who's stuck in the tapes, and she tries to get out by grooming the child that's watching into letting her into their place. But the show is fighting against her and warning the child not to watch anymore, using the credits and trying to even pause the show at times. That's why they start having flickers and white noise. And Wooly is the only one that she can't control in the show. She can't just phase him out of existence or control him like the butcher, which is why he's warning you not to do what she says. So she went to the butcher and has him butchered. In the end, the child lets her into the house because the child's been conditioned to just follow her words mindlessly. And then she jumps out of the TV, goes into the house, probably kills the child, you know, or possessed them, whatever. But she is free at last. So yeah, guys, that's my theory and all the secrets that I found, which I think is it because I looked through every single frame. If you liked the video, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.